Okay, you have to prepare yourself for this. Okay, I'm testing something out. I don't have a proper green screen. I just have a green piece of fabric, okay? And I'm using my webcam for a few of these shots. Just bear that in mind when you see all of this, okay? This should work. If it doesn't work, I'll cry. Oh my god. Welcome to my office, guys. I'm just testing this stuff out, okay? If I was actually doing this proper, I'd make it nice. We got my logo on the screen over here. Yeah, so here we are. I mean, I've got no legs, but apart from that, at least you got my upper body. So we're here. Welcome, guys. I sit in this office at home. This is my house. Before I go to the races, I sit in my office. So I'm just sitting here chilling. You know, we're about to go to the French Grand Prix of 2000 and whatever year it is, 2005. So I suppose this screen right here is... It's I know it's 4:3 aspect ratio, but it's kind of high tech for 2005. I mean, that's mid to high range PC over there, that screen. It's got the James Early background on it. Yeah. Yeah, I am on YouTube today. Yeah. Who knows why? I don't know why. So I do have a press conference screen as well, which I think we'll either do before qualifying or after qualifying. We'll see. Anyway, we can see all the update things from my office. Which is nice. So we could just look at the... Oh, wait, it's that way, isn't it? Oh, so I was pointing the wrong way. Oh, the screen's that way. Oh, okay. So it's all opposite to me. So this is the news section. Right. Okay. So here's the news. Post-race penalties. Following Michelin and the FIA's guidelines, all Michelin shod cars had to pit at most every 13 laps. Does that even make any sense? Some drivers extended their stints and have been handed post-race penalties for their actions, which actually meant Michael Schumacher won the race. Schumacher back on top. Michael Schumacher picked up where he left off last year and won at Indianapolis in slightly controversial circumstances due to the post-race penalties. Yeah, so he won. I think we finished 6th in the end. Ahead of Button, I think. Thank you, this is my office. It's great. I mean, technically my chair doesn't line up with the chair on the screen. I don't care. This is sort of a trial run. I don't know if this is going to be here to stay. We'll see. If I get a proper green screen, then maybe. Right now I'm just using... If you saw my room, you'd think, what in the world are you doing, James? It's quite interesting right now. Trulli, all pace, no substance. Jarno Trulli claimed his 4th pole position of the season in the United States, but the Italian has not converted any of those poles into wins yet. He did win a race, but he didn't get pole position in that race. All 4 pole positions have not led to race victories for Jarno. Same with me. I've had 2 pole positions, but none of them led to a race victory. My 1 race victory came at, I think it was the European Grand Prix. A season of real diversity. In the first 8 races of the season, we have seen 6 different winners from 5 different teams. That means 50% of the teams have already won races this season. Basic maths for you. 10 teams, 5 have won races. That's 50%. Just basic maths for you guys. Very basic. Oh yeah, I'm down here now. Driver profile. Just above me. Race starts 108 now. Wow, that made me really dizzy looking up. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, 108 race starts, 386 points scored, 6.9 average race. Oh yeah. We do have 2 cameras, by the way, today. I've got this one. And then I've got my usual one, which is better quality. Slightly better quality. Entry list for the French Grand Prix is... here. I had to kind of figure out if it's left or right of me. It's Ralf Schumacher is back now. He actually is back. So Antonio, was it Antonio Pizzonia who's filling in for him? Get out. Ralf Schumacher, get into the car. Ralf is back. French Grand Prix time, baby. What number am I? Number 11, James Early. We're still there. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Drivers' Championship going into this one. Kimi Raikkonen leads the way by 5 points ahead of Alonso. We are within striking distance of first place. 9 points would get me up there. You know? 9 points could get me up there. No reason, Carolines. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. I just felt like it. Michael Schumacher is up to 4th with his first victory of the season in the United States. So he's now only 12 points off the lead. Not bad, not bad. Still, Jordan, as you'll see here, have not scored any points. Not scored any points. Everybody else has. Minardi are ahead of Sauber. Is Sauber going to get sold? Will Minardi just still be on the grid? Sauber's not going to get sold. And Minardi will still be on the grid next year. I will painstakingly design them a livery. Unless somebody wants to do it for me. If anybody's offering to do a livery, you know, let me know. Because I hate making liveries. Okay, I forgot to load up the game in the background. That's something I need to do now. Right, where are we? Documents. 1. Wait for the game to load. Why not Toro Rosso? Because Minardi have done enough to secure enough funding to stay for another season. Okay. Just loading in. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh gosh, professional streamer moment. Did anybody see Jose, who sadly has left the Discord server now? But Jose has made a live telemetry plugin sort of thing for F1 Challenge. Only telemetry on your car though. Sort of the information that you get on the steering wheel, but live telemetry, which looks pretty cool. Toro Rosso instead of Super Aguri. You can't kick Super Aguri. Toro Rosso, I hate Toro Rosso. Pointless team. Ugh, why are they there? Super Aguri, come on, legendary. Legendary. Ide, Yamamoto, Davidson, Sato. That might be it. Was there anybody else? Am I missing any? Right, let's get into the game. Or shall we do? What do you guys think? Shall we do the press conference before qualifying or after qualifying and before the race? You let me know. Just let me know. Oh, we got qualifying, changing weather, lovely stuff. After qualifying, okay, sure.
South of Nevers, the Magny Cours circuit combines several.
Oh, now I'm down in this corner in a different camera angle. Wow, we're all over the place today.
And chicanes. Like the Spanish circuit de Catalunya, Magny Cours is a modern facility built specifically for motor racing.
Jeffrey, nobody's going to have enough questions to ask me for 2 press conferences. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. I do like Super Aguri. Big fan. Since when have I been using the VB mod? I don't use the VB mod. I'm just using a circuit that is found in the VB mod and has the VB loading screen. Yeah. Have a press conference mid-race. Now we're talking. Now that's a good idea. I've got my qualifying setup loaded. I feel weird now. You can almost see all the information on the screen. The only thing you can't see is the quit button, which is down in the left-hand corner. Wow. Look at me down here in the corner. That's pretty funny. This is the seat. Is it the seat? Yes, it is. Midland. I like Midland. I liked them more before I found out it was nothing to do with the Midlands in the UK, the area. This microphone does just connect to nothing now. Oh. Is my live stream okay, guys? I just got a notification saying there's an issue. Bit scary. F1 Challenge VB is a very cool mod. It's massive. Huge. Happy weekend. I hope it will be a happy weekend. Opinions on Barry Goodman in the Streamline server.
Michael Schumacher has beaten his own provisional.
I don't know who has the Barry Goodman account. I've absolutely no idea, but it's brilliant. Yeah, you do need to download the VB mod in something stupid like 32 different 1 GB parts.
Has beaten his own provisional pole time.
Early times being put down. Not James early times. Early times in the session. Kimi Räikkönen. I gave it the team boss role because I found out who it was afterwards. But originally I didn't know who it was. I'm joking, Tom. Of course it's me. Shh, don't tell anybody though. Let's get out there. Let's do a lap. Oh, that's tight. Raikkonen. Tom, I assume that's in reference to that's tight instead of Raikkonen. Because maybe she did say Raikkonen. Oh, it's good to be back out on circuit here at the French Grand Prix. Did you guys know I've never finished outside the points at the French Grand Prix? It's one of only 2 circuits in my career mode where I've scored points every round, apart from China, which has just been there once. Can anybody name the other circuit where I've scored points at every single round? Ketchup says not that impressive, diminishing my performances. It's not Imola. It was up until this season. I hate this final chicane. Ugh. Rubbish. It's not Monaco, not Suzuka. It is Silverstone. My home Grand Prix. They usually go back to back as well, France and Silverstone, so I have a record to uphold here. 2001, I scored points. I dragged the car to points after that incident.
You're down at the first sector.
That's like a Mandela effect thing. James Early did not crash out of the 2001 British Grand Prix. Can this guy get out of my way? Or just stay in my way? Bro, you're on an outlap. Brilliant, I've got damage now. Thanks, mate. Who is it? Fisichella? Move! Get yourself out of my way. What is he doing?
You're up at the second sector.
I need to back off because he's in the way. What an idiot. Which 2005 mod is this? It's the RH mod. What's my favourite Silverstone layout? Either the 93 to 2009 one, or 2010, or the modern one.
Truly has just taken pole position.
So we got a bit of damage on this lap now. But we'll deal with it. Hello, Retro.
You're down at the first sector.
Jeez, that's terrible. Trolley going for his 5th pole position of the year.
Your engine is overheating. Shift revs.
Just need to get a banker lap on the board here.
You're up at the second sector.
Oh gosh. Almost lost it.
Your engine is overheating. Shift revs.
Oh, well, okay.
Great lap.
Easy.
That's pole position.
Easy pole.
Superb.
We can go like half a second quicker than that. Baumgartner comes back to F1. It doesn't look likely. I don't think that'll be happening. I can't wait to show you guys the press conference green screen. It's bad. How'd they get MP12? That's why he's the GOAT. Yeah, difficulty too low, yeah. They should go much quicker. At least I hope they will. They did in practice. Does any of the AI want to prove me right? I suppose Alonso. Like 2/10 quicker.
Pole position.
I was expecting quicker times. We do not have blurps on YouTube. No. Truly only a 15 flat. What's he doing going 3 laps back to back? Oh, Trulli's blown his chance. I was expecting a 9-3.
Has
Yeah.
just taken pole position.
He's slower than they were in practice.
Raikkonen is now in pole position.
Trulli got a 14.5 in practice. In the practice qualifying session.
Fisichella has lost his front wing.
And Fisichella's crashed. Nice. So has Trulli used up all his laps? No, but can he do another run? I'm not sure. So, but only 3/10 off. And I had an average lap. Time to go claim pole position. Why wait around when I can just go out there and claim what is rightfully mine? A pole position. James early on a green screen doesn't look right. It just looks wrong. It creeps me out. I can see it out the corner of my eye. How's everybody's week been? Have we all had a nice week? Maybe at work or at school? What am I saying? A nice week at work. I went to this dessert place on Wednesday and I ate a lot of ice cream. A lot of ice cream. It was nice. You've had a great, wow, a great week. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. You've been on holiday. Can't fix your carburetor. Oh. Carburetors just standard on cars up until what year? 92? Am I just going to hold up a Honda? Who cares? It's not my lap I'm ruining. It'll be Buttons or Sato's. You were a bit sick, but you played lots of games, so that makes it all better.
You're down at the first sector.
I'm not ill, but I can feel like I'm either getting ill or I've just been slightly ill and now I'm recovering. Over the past maybe 3 days. Whoa! We're in the midst of a storm here. And I was driving back from the north of England on Wednesday, late at night. Oh my gosh, there was about 5 separate occasions driving down the M6 where I thought that that's it, my life's over. I'm dead. With the storm, the wind, oh my gosh. My poor little Toyota Aygo was being knocked around. Okay, that was slower than my okay, right. We need to step on it now. How's the next Streamline vid cooking? It's cooking. I recorded it a few days ago.
You're down at the first sector.
Had to pause halfway through the race because my brother ordered pizza and then he just gave me some pizza. I had to sit there with the race paused in the background, eat some pizza, then carry on.
You're up at the second sector.
This is a good lap. I'm using a green screen that I bought with my photography equipment years ago. It's rubbish. It's really creased. If I was going to actually use a proper green screen, I'd get a new one. This is not good quality, the one I'm using. Throw it across the curbs. Get it across the line. 15-1. It's an improvement. Still not there, though. We're still 4th. 4th. We can go quicker. Definitely. 2.5 tenths off. Our times have been Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not so good. You could just eat a pizza now. Me too. Yeah, me too. I really want to change some settings on my camera, but it's a bit too late now. There's a light over there that I really want to move. I just can't reach it. Whatever. Ignore it, James. It doesn't matter. Does not matter, does it? No. Who cares? We have one more run towards the end of this session.
Button has lost his front wing.
Button's crashed.
Quarter of an hour till the end of the session.
Quarter of an hour till the end of the session. We're going to go out there with 5 minutes to go.
10 minutes to go.
Oh, is that the Pizza Hut advertisement?
5 minutes
Ooh,
left of the
5 minutes to
session.
go. Okay, let's go. Yes, Scout. I never forget, unless I sometimes do forget. But usually I don't forget. Out onto the circuit as Ralph, on his return to the sport after missing 4 races due to his ban for being, well, I don't know what he was doing in San Marino. This circuit opened in 1960. This circuit is as old as I am. What's everybody's thoughts on garlic bread? Oh, yeah, I love garlic bread. I ate garlic bread today. It wasn't very good garlic bread, but garlic bread nonetheless. Today I learnt that there's multiple circuits called Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen originally was not Watkins Glen, it was Watkins Glen in Watkins Glen instead of Watkins Glen in the countryside, if that makes any sense. Anyway, here we go. 2 laps to go. See if we can snatch pole position. There's only 3 minutes to go. Pressure's on.
You're down at the first sector.
Thank you. Hello, Max. Ride those curbs. Like the naughty car you are. That was one of those inside thoughts that weren't supposed to come out my mouth, but there we have it.
You're up at the second sector.
Oh boy! That might be that lap over. We got one more though. James Early International Circuit. I'm just going to buy Donington and rename it to that. Okay, fine. This final lap is going to be the lap. Let's go. Come on. No distractions. Pedal to the metal. Full throttle. Go, 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 go.
You're down at the first sector. You're up at the second sector.
Yes, there we go.
Lap, that's pole position.
Pole position. Right at the end, last lap. James Early pole position by a tenth of a second. Nadeem, thanks for the sub. The sub notification, I could see it appear. Didn't want to get distracted though. Hello, Geki. Nice to see you. Pole, unless somebody beats me in 20 seconds. I think the PP has been claimed by James Early. That's pole position. James Early pole position by 1.5 tenths. His second pole of the season. Raikkonen in second. Early's teammate Trulli starts from third. Alonso in fourth place. Then it's Fisichella. Button in the BAR in sixth. Michael Schumacher, who won his first race of the season, the reigning world champion. Won last time out at the US Grand Prix. Seventh here. Heidfeld, eighth. Then it's the two Williams, Montoya, and the returning Ralph. Rubens Barrichello only 11th for Ferrari. Takuma Sato 12th. Villeneuve in the Sauber, who is last in the championship, 22nd out of 22. He starts from 13th ahead of Coulthard. Then it's Webber, Massa, Karthikeyan once again ahead of Montero, Albers, and Patrick Friesaka. That's how you say it. We are position 3 in the standings. 9 points off. Ben, hello. You know, I was thinking about you earlier, Ben. That sounds really creepy. But it's because I was looking through the quotes that were made years ago on the Streamlabs quotes thing. And your name was popping up. Yeah. I'll show you a new thing, guys. We're going to go to the press conference. Oh my gosh, is it wet for the race? Oh, it's starting on intermediates. Okay, let's just remember that. Okay, I present to you question time with James Early. Press conference time. I don't know. Give me some questions. I'll answer some questions. Here we are for the Formula 1 Grand Prix de France 2005. Ask me some questions, I'll answer him. Is Trulli's not excited? I don't know why Montoya's here. How are you even here? Who invited you? Yeah, whatever. Me and my best mate Trulli here, though. What's the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I don't know, ask Montoya. I don't know why you're asking me. How's the car feeling for this race? Will I clench the win? There's only one thing I clench, apart from victories, and it's... Not saying that, I'm not finishing that. It's my jaw, because I really need to focus. Can I give you a Baumgartner alert? I cannot. Who is Baumgartner? I don't know who that is. What are my thoughts on selling a Toyota Yaris? I've done that twice. 100% selling rates for my Toyota Yaris dealership. What is going on? That is technically a question, Jaden. Not much. Do I think Toyota's good enough for the F1 title? In my opinion, yes. I think we've got what it takes this year. We've seen that we got the raw speed in qualifying. That's 6 pole positions out of 9 races so far this year. I know we've only won 2 races as a team this year, but me and my best mate Jarno, we are best friends, aren't we, Jarno? He loves me. He really does love me. Owen loves me as well. He's just subscribed. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're just looking forward to this race, honestly. Did Toyota supply you the Yaris? Yes, and then I sold it. So I just made profit on it, really. The rising number 1 of Formula 1. One wonders, should one only win one race 1 year? Would one want to win that in round 1? That's a no comment from Juan. Yeah. Is that a Notts County shirt I'm wearing? No. Sorry to disappoint you. I was wearing a nice cream coloured I was going to say overall. I don't know what you call it, a jacket, a hoodie. But it kind of messed up with the green screen for some reason, because apparently green and cream are the same colour. I don't know. I have no idea. What do I think about the current Formula Renault 3.5 series leader? Who? Who is he? Tell me. Give me a name. What's the most exciting young driver in F1 at the moment? I barely know half the grid, mate. Who's the fella that drives for Jordan? The Indian guy. Him. I do all my graphic work. I just do all mine myself. I'm not very good. I can make good graphics if I really spend time on them, but I don't find it interesting. If the trolley rumours are true, who would you like to replace him? He's right there next to me, Elliot. You can't be asking questions. I'm so sorry, Arno. Ignore Elliot, right? Ignore him. You're my best friend, and I hope you'll stay here with the team for years to come, mate. Because really, you do mean a lot to me. I'm going to get emotional, guys. The race isn't even starting yet. What do I think about GP2? It's below me. That's what I think. Avis, thanks for the sub. Thank you. Yes. I've seen you in the Twitch, right? I'm sure I have. Anyway. Guys, shall we go racing? I mean, we've been in this press conference for hours. Why is Montoya here? Who invited you? You're not even in the top 3, mate. You qualified like 9th. Trolley was in the top 3. Montoya is sitting where... Who qualified 2nd? Alonso? Alonso should be there. But he's not there anymore. Let's go racing, guys. Come on. Race time. Race time. No more questions. No more questions. No more questions. The end of the press conference. Let's go racing. I don't think so, Geki. At least I hope not. Will I cut my salary for next season so team can spend more on R&D? That's tough. Stay on dries. Is anybody else on the dries? You think I should be the only driver to go onto the dry tyres? Something tells me that's not the smartest choice. Okay. Let's set all this up so my car doesn't die. Go radiator intake 5. Brake duct size 6. Brake pressure 90. Brake bias backwards a little bit. So, everybody else is on intermediate tyres. Cody, it's different every single race, mate. For today's race, I believe it's on... I don't know. I can't remember. 95, I think. Start on inters with like 10 laps of fuel. That's not a bad idea. Because I'm pretty sure it will dry out quite quickly. I'm going to put 12 laps of fuel. Just in case. It might be a 3-stop. 70 lap race. We'll just play it as it happens. So, I've no idea, Toffee. I could not tell you, mate. I could not tell you what I had for breakfast today. I can't tell you what's happening tomorrow. I have no idea. I'm just going to do this. It might change early on in the race. We'll just play by play, you know. We're starting on the intermediates because everybody else is. We're just copying everybody else. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Over 30 degrees and rising, it really is a fantastic day for Formula 1. I think a lot of racing games, AI difficulty is different for each race. Even the Codemasters games, they're different each race. You're giving the new Forza a play. I have not been so brave. In fact, I don't care about Forza. I used to play Forza back in the Xbox days, Xbox 360. It's a big game to download. I know I won't find any enjoyment in it. Okay, there is still a bit of spray. So, definitely the intermediates is the correct choice. No, Toffee, what we did was add an extra pit stop time onto all of them. So I just added 20 seconds onto all the Michelin runners, apart from me, because I pit the correct amount of times. The new WRC game comes out soon. I'd love to play it. I'd play it for 2 hours, rage quit, but I still would love to play it. Those 2 blissful hours, that could make or break my year. FM24 is out. It is, and I've got 3.5 hours on it already. I've done no matches whatsoever. I manage I started unemployed, and I'm now managing a Welsh North Division team. I don't even remember the name of the team. Magny Cours is better than Paul Ricard. Not by much. I mean, both of them are pretty bad for racing. Magny Cours just looks better. Feels nicer to drive, in my opinion. Oh, this will be a nice change, starting from the front of the grid. Sup, losers. Starting all the way back there, Coulthard. 3-time world champion. Yeah, right. But you, 4-time Schumacher. Yeah. What about 1-time Early? 2002 world champion James Early here. Number 17, Italian, for some reason. Am I on my marks? Would you say that's slightly too far forwards? There. I'm ready. Would I play the WEC game or AC2? AC2, potentially, if it has the modding support that AC1 has, but with the, you know, rain that came with ACC, that'd be really nice. When did this car get so good? We've just been upgrading it through 2004 and into 2005. I just reversed on the starting grid instantly. Yeah, I've just been DQ'd. That's it. Early out. Okay, guys. There's only one more thing to do. And that's go racing. The 2005 French Grand Prix is next. What if I press spacebar here? Oh, it does skip it.
Welcome.
But there's still a timer at the top of the screen.
The weather, as so often is the case here,
It's just wonderful.
And if you no longer go for a
Follow.
you're no longer a racing driver.
Is that Alex Siebel who's followed on Twitch? That's pretty cool if so. R-Factor 2 Sim Racer.
The Toyota driver
Pole.
starts his race from
Number 1.
Raikkonen second. Jarno Trulli couldn't quite match the pace of his teammate. He starts third.
Trulli's just not on my level right now.
So fourth. Giancarlo Fisichella fifth.
That's okay, Britt. I'll let it slide this time.
Schumacher seventh. Heidfeld eighth. Juan Pablo Montoya ninth.
Ralph returns.
Ralph Schumacher 10th. Barrichello 11th. Takuma Sato 12th. Villeneuve 13th.
Villeneuve, maybe last season in Formula 1.
14th.
Coulthard, maybe
Weber,
washed.
15th. Massa 16th.
Narain Gussie,
17th.
Oh dear. Forgot about that.
18th.
Christian Albert,
19th.
Patrick Free, Saka,
20th.
Okay, here we go. Come on, guys. Good start. That's what we need right now. Good, clean getaway from the grid. And now we await the lights. And there they are. 3, 4, and 5. The 2005 French Grand Prix is underway. Lights weren't held for very long. I'll tell you what a good start from James Early. He's going to lead down towards turn 1. No, he's not. Raikkonen's cut the corner. So the Iceman takes the lead. That's unlawful. Referee, have a look at him, mate. Give him a yellow card or something. He's cut the first corner and taken the lead. Okay, we've lost 1 position off the start. Not horrendous. We're all on the intermediate tyres. It should dry out very quickly.
Narain Gussie has lost his rear wing.
Oh, God.
Patrick Free, Saka, has lost his front wing.
Yeah. Where are they then? Oh, he's on the softs. Wait, hang about. You're telling me Fisichella and Montero just decided, you know what? We'll just be different. We'll go on the softs. Everybody else on the intermediates. Is Montero in a net P2? I know what happened here. Alba's just outbroke himself and crashed into him. That's definitely what happened. What the frick is he doing in the background? Oh, no. Yes. But it's Friesaka, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens in the next few laps. We know we have the pace in the dry. Do we have the pace in these mixed conditions? Don't think we're expecting any more rain. Malman, thanks for the sub.
Minardi, already in the pits. Jordan, already in the pits.
So we've got one Jordan out the race.
Raikkonen is running first.
So Fisichella's in a net P1 here, I think.
Running second.
To be fair, the soft compound might do okay in these conditions. We might be pitting by lap 4. The field spread, though, already means Montero. If I pit now, I'll still probably be ahead of him. Oh, gosh. That was close. Oh, no, Raikkonen. What you got, mate? You've already cheated once today. Not round the outside there. Some of you may remember back to, I believe it was the 2001 season. I had a fractured wrist. Or fractured something in my hand, whatever. And we raced the French Grand Prix, but I was injured. Some of you might remember that. The Cool Potato just subscribed. That's awesome. There's a lot of usernames going around that involve potatoes. What do you think, guys? Shall we pit? There we go. Potato says, hey. Yes, Matt, just like yours. Matt's potato beard. You should be the only potato here. It's nice not to be alone. Yeah, loneliness can kill. Yeah. Just like driving tired. Tiredness can kill. Loneliness can as well. Hello, Neil. Okay, I might pit next lap, guys. I will pit next lap. Boxing next lap. Neil, I was just trying something out because I wanted to put myself into press conferences with a green screen, essentially. And put myself in other situations. I almost put myself in as a green screen. It was this picture of Bernie Ecclestone and Charlie Whiting talking. And I was just going to put myself in the background. I don't know what I'd use that scene for, though. Right, boxing this lap. Soft tyres, please. I'll put in 30 laps of fuel. Apparently, Joanne, but I have no idea who Jake Bug is. We're putting the pressure on it. I'm clearly faster. Oh, King Crab, member of the pit crew for 9 months. Thank you very much. It has been a while. It's been a while since I've streamed on YouTube, at least.
Way to go, you smoked already.
God. Yeah, we're boxing now. Boxing now. Spray's gone. That's the perfect time to box. If they stay out another lap, they're going to lose time. Box, box.
Raikkonen is running first. Is right in front of you.
Stop on our marks. Come on.
You're
Come on,
running
got lads.
second.
Quick now. Come on. I ain't got all day.
Alonso has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Green screen my wheel. It looks like we're just holding on to nothing. And away we go. Where's Montero? He's behind me. See, we're ahead of Montero. Montero actually might be in a net P2. No, net P3 now. How is the championship? It's looking good. We're 9 points off Alonso. We're in third in the championship. Whoa. Okay, brake earlier for that corner, James. Cody, what you do is you go into a test session or a qualifying session and determine what sort of lap times you can set. What is going on there? And once you know that, you can then go and run a qualifying session, simulate the time, see what time the AI is setting. Then go back, adjust the difficulty, run the same session again. It'll take 15 minutes of your time, but then you've got it set up. What the f... Red Bull skill issue? What's going on? WRS League, hello. Parvisian, thank you very much. 3 months as a member of the pit crew. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. So some drivers pit on that lap. We're going to make a move on Massa here. This should be nice and easy. Everybody else should be pitting this lap. Wait, did Raikkonen pit? Also, we are ahead of Raikkonen. We got the jump on Raikkonen through all of that. Aha, nice. So yeah, physical. Did I just see a wing go across the... What the hell is going on? I saw the wing fly through the barrier. So Button's battling Webber. Already makes contact with him there. Is he just going to send it? Cool. Nice. Oh! Wow, he like took 2 drivers out. So he spins Webber. Webber just goes off. And then Michael Schumacher in the background comes through. Goes straight into Button. Nice. That's nice. So through all of that, Raikkonen is now behind Michael Schumacher, who's pitting now. Montero is genuinely in a net P3. Noah, I think I've got it set at 60%. I've not really seen it make much difference, in all honesty. Okay, right, back to it. It's Fisichella's to lose. I know a few of you did suggest that we start on the softs. Maybe that would have been the right choice. Oh well, we're 6th now. Where's Montero? Surely he's not lost that much time already. Montero, I think, is in the points. So we are in a net P2 right now. There's still drivers out there who have not pit onto the dry tyres. That's why we're in 6th.
Renault already in the pits. Williams already in the pits.
If all goes well today, we can easily win this race. It's not a given, of course. There's lots of things that can go wrong. But on pace, we should win this race.
Already in the pits.
Sato staying out.
Schumacher is running 5th, less than 3 seconds ahead.
Ah, Trulli's got past, yeah. Where is Montero then? Montero's not even in the points, man. Oh, he's in 7th. Montero's in 7th place. Okay. Now all we need is A red flag. This is round 9 of the season.
Ferrari already in the
I'm
pits.
sure Sato's pitting this lap.
VAR
Yeah.
already in the pits.
Okay, there's no risk then. We could just wait and watch him peel off into the pit lane.
Fisichella has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Oh, Sato, of course. My mistake.
Sato is running third. Is right in front of
There we
you.
go, second place.
You're running fourth.
Fisichella, 18 seconds up the road. He's the man to beat today. The man who led the championship for the first 4 rounds of the year. Who has then had, I think, 4 back-to-back retirements. It could be a Fisichella win. You think Michael's still going to win from down in 16th place? I'd be surprised. Guys, if you had to design some weird alcoholic cocktail, what would you call it? It has to be something Formula 1 themed. Just to stay on brand.
Giancarlo Fisichella has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Can I have a square chin martini, please? A Canberra milk
Fisichella
twist.
is running first, about
The
20
drink,
seconds
yeah.
ahead.
But with 2 C's instead of
You're
CK
running second.
at the end of the word.
Well done, you've just set the fastest lap of the race.
Beer Cardo. Yeah? Because that could be made... I mean, it says beer in the name, but if it's a cocktail, it could be Bacardi, Beer Cardo. The E-Day. Guaranteed to knock you out within like 2 sips. Singapore sling, that sounds like a real one though. I know it was it was coined the Singapore sling, that weird chicane back in the day. Baumgartner alert. Yeah. Pericardi and Coke. Brake fluid. I don't think that'd be very nice to drink. Yes, barman. Can I have a
Fisichella is
brake
running
fluid,
first,
please?
about 15 seconds ahead. You're running second. Well done, you've just set the fastest lap of the race.
Right, we're the fastest man out there. If Red Bull were normal about all of this, Perez will not be dropped for next season, I don't think. It depends how much confidence they have in their car. If you have a car this dominant like they have this year, you don't need a second driver performing to the best of their abilities. But if the competition closes up to them next year and they still want to retain the Constructors' Championship, then that's when you think about swapping the driver out. If Perez doesn't step up, if Perez has another year like he has this year, next year, but the competition is closer to Red Bull, then Red Bull probably don't win the Constructors' Championship. But it depends where their priorities lie, you know?
Fisichella is running first, about 20 seconds ahead. You're running running second.
it will be incredible if he doesn't secure P2 with the car he's got this year. Say what you want about Max Verstappen, what level he's performing at. Well, that car is very dominant. Because a driver can only perform up to the performance of their car. You can't outperform a car. Alonso should replace Perez. But Alfonso. Who's Alfonso? I don't want either Ricciardo or Checo to be in that Red Bull number 2 seat. I think it's a waste when they can put a perfectly capable younger driver there. You know, Perez has already been there for a few seasons. Ricciardo's already been there in the past for 5 seasons. Give somebody else a chance who will do the exact same job. And, you know, provide more excitement to the fans. And therefore more publicity to the team. And therefore the brand grows even more, potentially. F1 CTV, hello. Oscar Piastri is very, he's got high potential. I feel like, I don't know if you guys rate Norris. I rate Norris quite high. Well, very highly, actually. I feel like in 20 years' time, we'll look back and think, oh my gosh, Norris and Piastri were teammates? That was so crazy. Why did we not appreciate it at the time? Because by the time they retire, I reckon both of them will be multiple world champions. Or at least win a world championship each. But because they're here and now, they're not world champions. They've not been fighting for wins, really. I mean, they've been fighting for podiums. So we can't really fully appreciate what we've got. Oscar is exposing that, really? I think Oscar's been nowhere near Lando Norris for most of the season. I'd say the opposite. I think he's just proven how good Lando Norris is. Somebody's going to scream, British bias. I am in your game. Gosh. There you go. Owen's right on it. British bias. It's not. Not British bias. I'm just saying it how it is. Tugeli, thanks for the sub. We've had this conversation a lot in the past of who the actual World Championship caliber drivers are on the grid. And I've always maintained the same list. I include Piastri in that list. About 7 of the current, maybe 8 of the current drivers of World Championship material. Let me go through that list again. Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, obviously Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso. George Russell, I think, I mean, I rate him less now than I did, let's say, this time last year. But I still think he's World Championship material. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri. It's a complete lottery to kind of... I don't rate Carlos Sainz that highly. He has his days, but when it's his day, it's always because Leclerc's had an issue. Or there's something wrong with Leclerc's car. It's never because Carlos Sainz has genuinely been that much quicker than Leclerc. Apart from maybe Singapore this year. Oh yeah, race update. Forgot about that. Let's have a look, shall we? You're unsubbing right now. I'm sorry. What about Logan? Very funny. So we have Fisichella in the lead, who's pitting in 2 laps. Then it's Early, Trulli, Heidfeld, Barrichello, Raikkonen's in 6th, then Sato, Montero in the points, still, ahead of championship leader Alonso. Or is he second in the championship? He's second in the championship. Forgot I was sitting at a desk on that other screen. Then we have Montoya, Ralph, Villeneuve, Coulthard, Massa, Schumacher, Webber, Button, Albers, Friesacker, Karthikeyan, the only retirement so far. Blood looks like Mika Häkkinen. Me? I've never had that one before. That's the case. Looking like Mika Häkkinen. That's not even a bad thing. Mika Häkkinen is cool. Okay. Unpause. Has Montoya won a race in this universe? I don't think he has. I think he's had a few podiums. I think he had a podium for Jaguar.
Fisichella is running first, about 15 seconds ahead.
I prefer top 8 getting
You're running
points.
second. Well done, you've just set the fastest lap of the race.
I like the first place person getting 10 points. I think that's a nice number. FP only in 20 minutes. Oh, is it a race weekend? Ah. Oh, yeah, of course. US Grand Prix. Was 2007 Hamilton quicker than 23 Hamilton? Yeah, maybe. But maybe not as well-rounded. I think something with, like, pace, right? You've either got raw pace or not. If you've got the raw pace from the offset, you're never going to find that much more speed. Like qualifying times, at least. You're not going to find that much more throughout your career. What you will work on is consistency. Consistently setting fast times. And, you know, all the other things. Racecraft. Your overall racing ability gets better. But your outright pace, I don't think, really would change much.
Fisichella is running first, about 15 seconds ahead. You're running second.
Circuit of the Americas is okay. It's okay. It just feels uninspiring. I don't know. I don't find it enjoyable driving around it. Excuse me, Albers. Out the way, mate. Thank you. His last 2 years with McLaren weren't great. Yeah, 2011 was not good. 2012, I think, was a very good year. Sure, he made some mistakes, and I think if you saw Hamilton from, let's say, 2020 Hamilton in the 2012 car, he would have been much closer to Vettel and Alonso come the end of the year. But you've got to remember, he won like 4 races that year, and was technically in the championship fight up until Singapore.
Entering the pits now. Fisichella has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Losing a second in the last chicken. It's because going over those curbs just makes the car so unsettled.
Fisichella is running first.
Right, are we going to take the lead? There he is. Around the outside of Fisichella. That's the race lead. Got him. Nice. Race lead for James Early. He did score more points between 2010 and 2012. But that all came in 2011, didn't it? Because Hamilton outscored him in 2010 and 2012. 2-1, really. Yeah, 2011 Hamilton is funny. He was a crash-prone driver. Although, there's one incident I've never understood why people blame him for. And it's against Massa at Monaco, right? He goes up the inside in 2011 of the hairpin. The only reason they make contact is because Massa takes much tighter line than he usually does in any other lap. It's weird. Like watching it, and I was seeing like comments on the videos of it, and people are like, "Oh, Hamilton, you can't overtake there." But you're watching it, you think it would have been fine, but Massa turned in on him. I don't know. Weird. British bias. I think, yeah, it was just like a racing incident sort of thing. If Massa took the corner like he usually would have on any other lap, they wouldn't have made contact, but he went to the inside when Hamilton was already to the inside. It was weird. Just one of those, like, racing incident sort of thing. Oh, you're Theo from Discord. Ah, okay.
You're running first.
Alright, we're pulling away from Fisichella. This is nice. Oh, Canada 2008. Yeah, that was funny. Hamilton and Rosberg just losing the plot. It's so funny. It's bad enough that Hamilton just crashed into Raikkonen. But then Rosberg did the exact same thing. And those two would be teammates later on at Mercedes. And did you know Nico Rosberg beat Hamilton in equal machinery? True story. I hated Nico Rosberg back in the day. Maybe that was British bias. I like him now. The Monaco-based YouTuber, that's the one.
50 laps remaining. Well done, you've just set the fastest lap of the race.
I feel like I desperately need a glass of water. Is the drink connected? Can I have the drink or... Question? I will not have the drink, but is it on? Is the drink on? Guys, is the drink on or not? We are checking, we are checking. Is Spain 2016 a racing incident? Yes or no? I'm going to say yes.
You're running first.
Let's be honest, they're both as bad as each other. Okay, we're all in agreement with that. Okay, good. It is indeed, Jay. It's me. 2002 Formula 1 World Champion. Dominating the competition. But maybe the first time this year we've really been dominating. Abu Dhabi 2016, yeah. That was crazy. We're pitting in like 11 laps. I'll just go until the fuel depletes. Get out of the way, please, mate. Or not. Button. Please, my friend. Please. I know you don't like me, but thank you. You just cut the chicken. Busy closed a little bit through that.
You're running first.
Abu Dhabi 2021 was bad enough, right, with all the controversy and whatever. What do you think would have happened if, you know, when Verstappen went for the dive bomb turns, whatever it was, turn 4? What if Hamilton had turned in on him? I know Verstappen would have won the championship, but what do you think the reaction would have been? You know, if Hamilton would have just taken his normal racing line. Do you think the backlash would have been more than it was after what happened anyway? Because I can see it both ways, you know? He dive bombs, but he makes the corner, so he should have been given the space. But at the same time, he dive bombed way behind, and Hamilton had the right to, you know, you can see it both ways. I don't know, it would have just been crazy, right?
You're running first.
I don't think we'll get a repeat of that season again. It was clear towards the end of the season, Mercedes had the faster car. But Verstappen was so desperate to hold on that he was just outbraking himself all the time, going wide. It was a bit desperate, you know? He did what he had to do. But I remember that Jeddah race. That was mental. Absolutely mental. Like, what in the world was going on? I don't agree that Verstappen brake checked him or whatever, because why the hell was Hamilton just staying behind him? I know it was because of the DRS afterwards, but it was just silly, you know? From both of them, I suppose.
You're running first.
I think it's a legendary season in my eyes. I think the controversy just adds to it. Because almost every race it was a battle between Verstappen or Hamilton for the win. It was great. Such a great battle all through the year. I loved it. What in the world's going on here? Is that Montero? I think it is. And a Red Bull, it's Webber. I think it was just a season where Red Bull was so desperate, and Verstappen was so desperate to win, and Hamilton was so desperate to hold on to his title. It was just desperation from both of them, but it made it so exciting. And because then you had Christian Horner and Toto Wolff as well. Which usually, I mean, we've had legendary team principals in the past. But I don't know, it's the different character in both of them, the different ethos in both the teams. They both clashed so well. It made such a good championship fight. And if you don't already appreciate the season for being one of the best title fights ever, give it a few years and you'll think back and remember, wow, that was an incredible season. Gap to my teammate, I have no idea. Hello Ben, how you doing mate? How's the new pedals? Exactly, every race had something going off. It was fantastic.
You're running first.
And if it wasn't between Verstappen and Hamilton, it was something else. Like Hungary. What in the world? That was a fever dream. Well, Martin Brundle's commentating FP1. That's strange. Okay, question time. Who is the next driver that's not Max Verstappen to win a world championship? Oh, thanks, Massa. Is this first win for Toyota? No, this will be, I don't know, 7th win for Toyota? It'll be my... How many... What in the world are you doing, mate? Get out of the way. You bloody crazy guy. Kimi Antonelli, he's not going to be on the grid for at least 2 years. Oh gosh, I wasn't looking. Dangerous, James. Concentrate, mate. That could have been all over. Why is the AI cutting over the curbs? That's just what they do in F1 Challenge. They are silly sometimes. Piastri? Potentially. I think there's a lot of drivers still better than Piastri, though. Sergei Sirotkin. Now that's an informed and educated choice. I don't think Alonso will win another. I don't think he's got it in him. Honestly, I don't know. I just can't see how a driver... I'm not going to call him old. Mature. That mature could sustain a championship challenge for a whole season. In a calendar that's 23, 24 races long. I don't... Unless he's got a super dominant car. If he's sort of on the fringes, I just don't think he can keep it up for a whole year. And no matter how much you want to think that he's changed and become a better team player, he hasn't. We saw it at the start of the year with Aston Martin. He was so happy just to be there. And then suddenly the car's not as good and it's the traditional Fernando Alonso over the radio again. And you think... It was just sort of a facade. I agree. I don't think we should have more than 18 races a season. Norris always gets scared when he's in the race winning position. Follow.
No longer racing.
Somebody has followed on Twitch. Nice. I think once Norris gets the first win, the floodgates will open. He just has to get over that. How things could have been different if he won Russia 21. That was a big turning point, I think. Or if he didn't bin it in Spa 2021, he would have been on pole and then would have won the race.
You're running first. 40 laps to go.
Right, we're pitting in 4 laps time. You don't think Norris has that killer mentality? I think he does. Drivers who I don't think have that killer mentality are like Bottas. Has the pace, doesn't have the killer mentality. But just watching how Norris overtakes, you know he has it. You don't see Bottas pulling off those overtakes. A driver like Bottas. Like Magnussen, I think he has the killer mentality, but he doesn't have the pace. So he's the opposite.
Well done, you've just set the fastest lap of the race.
K-Mag did peak at his first race. I don't know if that's embarrassing or just good. Bad, I'd say. Two laps of fuel left. Might be able to make it 2 more laps.
You're running first.
Okay, yeah, 2 more laps of fuel on. So we can go till the end of lap 34. I've never been super convinced by Ocon.
VAR already in the pit.
There's just not a buzz around him. He outscored Alonso, whatever, was it 2022? And then you'll get all the Alonso fans saying, yeah, it's because Alonso had this problem, that problem, this problem. But yeah, well, he still finished behind him over a whole season. I don't know, there's just no buzz around him. You don't hear rumours that, oh, Ocon could be next for the Red Bull second seat. That's not happening because Ocon and Verstappen in the same team. Oh, God. Final season Gizmo. Actually, no. First season. Because then I'd only compete for 1 season. I'd have a 100% record and I'll be the biggest what if of the sport ever. Competed 1 season, won 1 season, left. Okay, mate, get out of the way, Albers, again. I always catch up at this hairpin. Thank you. Oh, we're boxing this lap. Oh, jeez, forgot. Hold on, let me sort my fuel. I don't want to go all the way to the end on 36 laps of fuel. I want to do 1 more stop after this one. So I'm going to put maybe 20 laps of fuel in.
Pit crew ready.
Boxing this lap. Into the pits we go. The second time in this race. Stopping on our marks. Fast pit stop, please, guys. We should rejoin in second place here. And we will. Out we go in second place. So Fisichella back into the lead. Oh, hello. Who's that? Coulthard? Webber? I'm going to guess Webber. It's Webber. Toffee, I think it's more because Mercedes know that they don't need two drivers so well matched when they had the car to win a championship. So it was a safe choice to keep Bottas because they'd still win the championship with with him anyway, so why change? Yellow flag. Oh, there's a slow moving Sauber.
Giancarlo Fisichella is in the pits now.
Fisichella into the pits now. Interesting. Race leader in the pits.
Fisichella is running first.
So we take the lead again.
You're running second.
Hello, Vlix. I couldn't care less if Checo's on the grid next year or not. There's lots of drivers I just could not care less. I'm just talking from an entertainment point of view for me. If Sergio Perez is on the grid, I don't care. If he wins a race, don't care. Same if it's like Ricardo or anybody, I don't know. Like Magnussen or Hulkenberg if they're on the grid. Okay, cool. Suppose. How's the race been? It's been going really well. We started on intermediates, switched to the softs, took the lead, been extending, been nice.
You're running first.
There's some drivers I would care if they're not on the grid, but almost I don't care. Like Alonso. It would be really cool to see him challenge at the front. But if he's not on the grid, he's retired once already. I don't really care. But if Verstappen was to retire, do I care? No. But if he came back in 10 years, then that would be exciting. You know, if he retired after this year, or went to a different motorsports or whatever, that'd be really cool. I'd be following him everywhere. You know, if Verstappen left and then went to World Endurance Championship, IndyCar or something, or tried rallying, I'd be following his results, wanting him to do well. But because he's in F1 dominating for Red Bull, I don't want him to do well. Because no fun if you're watching a driver dominate all the time. Unless you like that driver a lot, I suppose. Wasn't the biggest fan of Zhou Guanyu when he came in, but then he proved himself through that first season. I thought, he's pretty good. I don't think he's any better than pretty good. Didn't James Early die? Why would James Early be dead? Did I die? Oh, I did die, didn't I? European Grand Prix. Yeah, they brought me back. Thawed me out. I was kept in, I don't know, a massive igloo. Frozen, just like Walt Disney. We'll do a full race update at lap 40, I think. I want to see if Fisichella needs to pit again. Am I in the net race lead or am I in second?
You're running first.
Has anybody got any cool plans for the weekend? You're going to watch FP1. Is it started now or did it already start? But it started like 35 minutes ago. I've never been one to watch practice sessions. I mean, fair play if you do. I started 5 minutes ago. Ah, okay. I've just never got the interest in watching practice. What am I going to gain from watching a practice session? But that's just me. The only times I ever watch it is if it's like first race of the season. Quali's at 10. I'll watch qualifying, of course. Always watch qualifying in the race. Fisichella for the championship this season. Nah. He led for the first few races, but he's been nowhere since then. Until this race. He's having a great old time with it today. Okay, let's do a full race update. See what's crack-a-lacking up and down the grid. James, never say that word again. So, early leads. 15 laps of fuel on board, 30 laps to go. Fisichella second, similar levels of fuel. Trulli pitting in a few laps. Then Alonso, Heidfeld, Montoya, Barrichello, Raikkonen all the way down in 8th place. Oh boy, 8th place for Raikkonen. Sato, Coulthard, Villeneuve, Ralph, Vermichael, Massa, Webber, Button 16th. Montero all the way down to 17th now. Albers, Friesacker, only one retirement, Karthikeyan. Fisichella, 9-time world champ. Starting from this season, he'll win every championship up until the end of 2013. Thank you, Michael. I'll appreciate that. Hulkenberg's a modern day trolley. I don't think I ever rated Hulkenberg higher than a midfield driver. Some people say he deserves a podium or he's been unlucky or something. No. If he deserved a podium, he'd have a podium. Simple as that. He's had enough races to deserve a podium. I mean, surely he's had over 200 races in Formula 1. If you haven't got a podium in that time, mate, I don't think it's happening.
You're running first. 30 laps remaining.
A specialist in failure. Yeah, a bottle job. He's a podium bottle job. He had his chance, didn't he? That really good chance at Brazil 2012. He was leading the race. Fell down to second behind Hamilton. Could have just cruised to a second or a third place. But no. He goes deep into turn 1, wipes out both him and Hamilton. Then, yeah, Germany 2019. Skating off at turn 16. That was painful to watch. That was quite painful. Yes, Michael, Knots are doing very well so far. We did get smashed by our local rivals Mansfield Town last week, but apart from that, it's been going well. Would you be happy if Hulkenberg scored a podium? A yes or no question. I would be. I'd be happy. It's not a driver, you know, I'm not relying on him getting a podium to make my life happy. But if he got a podium, I'd be happy.
You're running first.
I was happy when Magnussen got pole position at Brazil. But then you remember, oh, it was just sprint pole. And it doesn't really mean anything. So, who cares? That's why I don't like... sprint weekends aren't as bad now because the qualifying doesn't start for the sprint grid. It's separate. Which is better.
Already in the pits.
Perez prediction? No. Yes. That's my answer.
You're running first.
Who out of the current grid would you most want to see win? Preferably a first-time winner. If I could choose anybody, I'd say Albon. I'm a Williams fan, I'd say. So if I saw Albon win, I'd be very happy. There's a sense of... what do you call it? There's a word for it. Hold on. It's not a paradox, but it's kind of paradoxical. I don't really like Sargent, and I don't care if he's in the sport or not. But if he won the race, I'd love it. I'd be really happy. So at the same time, I don't care, but at the same time, I care. I suppose it is a bit of a paradox. British bias, yeah.
Already in the pits. You're running first.
I was a McLaren fan for the few years when they were sort of climbing back up to 2019, 2020, 21. I was a McLaren fan. But then, I don't know. Now I'm a Williams fan.
Jordan, already in the pits. Jarno Trulli has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Okay, Trulli going crazy. Thank you, Ralph. Cheers, mate. I read JV thinking, Jack Villeneuve leading Williams? Of course you mean James Vowles. I don't want Williams to just be midfielders. They're technically already midfielders. If you had 2 Albon quality drivers in the team, they'd have an extra 25 points in the Constructors' Championship. I want them to be upper midfield again. No, I want them to be championship challengers, but that's never going to happen. Brundle just did the intro for FP1. I could do that. Hello guys and welcome back. Today we've got the United States Grand Prix Round 1. It's red hot at COTA. How hot? How hot is red hot? Yeah, Williams with that Mercedes power unit in 2014, 2015, a bit of 2016. It was nice to see. I don't like the Martini livery on the Williams back in those years though. Maybe it's the shape of the car. I just don't think it looked, I think it looks tacky. Maybe because just like fashion, there's fashion for cars, isn't there? You know, if you're buying a new car, you're not going to get a car now that's that mid-2000s silver colour because it's outdated. I think white as a major colour on a Formula 1 car is a bit outdated. It's not current right now. You're not going to... I don't know, it doesn't look nice.
Already in the pits.
Favourite Williams livery? You're going to hate me. I'm going to say 98, 99. I don't know. I liked it. No, I really like the 2007 to 2009 look as well. And 2006. I kind of like the Cosworth RBS livery. Rothmans is a fairly straightforward answer. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. And BMW Williams looked okay as well. I think BMW Sauber looked much better than the BMW Williams liveries. It is a classic, yeah. I can't deny it's a classic. But so is the Marlboro McLaren, and I never liked them. Maybe it's the white on the car liveries that I don't like. Everybody's going to say James Early, massive racist. Doesn't like white on a car. Oh, sorry. Oh gosh, what's happened? Who's died? Spin? Where? Nothing's happened. Oh. We've had a retirement. It's Heidfeld. That, I assume, is brake failure for Heidfeld. So he becomes the second retirement of the race. The first mechanical failure of the race. I like the Winfield liveries. That's nostalgia speaking from me. As you guys know, if you ask me what my favourite, like, seasons, the most nostalgic I feel about in 98, 99, 2000, even though I didn't watch Formula 1 at that point. I wasn't even alive in 1998. Trolley fueled to the end now. Alonso pitting this lap. Me and Fisichella will be pitting one more time. I need to put 16 laps of fuel in. I think a lot of the time, liveries depend on the car shape. There might be a lot of liveries in the 1980s and 70s that look really nice on, let's say, a 1998 Formula 1 car, but because they're on the, in my opinion, ugly car shapes of the mid to late 70s or early 80s, they're just not going to look nice. James is trying to prove he's not 47. I'm not 47. Not until the end of the year, at least. '98 Jordan's pretty... It's memorable. Ferrari, for the most part, looks nice. I really like the shade of the red they had on the 2007 and 2008 cars. They were nice. Some of the early 90s Ferraris look amazing. Paired with the shape of the car as well. One of my favourites is the Dallara from, I think it was like 1991. Had quite a high nose, red and white. It looked really nice. I think it was 91.
You're running first.
Clay, all I can tell is your profile picture is a red car. I can't quite tell. Is it the 94 Ferrari? That's my guess. Or is it the 89 Ferrari?
Minardi, already in the pits.
Oh, it's the Dallara. Too small to see. The 2007 McLaren, very nice. I very much liked the Vodafone McLaren Mercedes. Metallic silver/grey with the red trim. It was nice. That was iconic as well. Would you say that's iconic, Vodafone McLaren Mercedes? Suppose it didn't have the same success that
You're running first.
Marlboro McLaren had. Or West McLaren, but I think it still is iconic, right? I don't know if you have to wait a certain amount of time before something becomes iconic. What would you say is the most recent livery that is iconic? Nothing comes to mind very quick for me. 2020 Mercedes. I don't know. It doesn't scream iconic to me. Red Bull, I suppose. I never liked the Red Bull liveries. Always hated them. I hated them especially when it was Infinity Red Bull with the purple on it. Ugh. Nasty. 2022 Ferrari, a very nice car. One of my favourite looking cars ever at the time.
You're running first.
2013 McLaren.
20 laps remaining.
That's nice, but it had Perez in the car,
You've just
so
set the fastest lap of the
I don't
race.
like it as much. Calm him down, will you? Says Jensen Button. You got this. Yes, I have, hopefully. Less than 20 laps to go. We could be claiming a nice, easy victory here in France. In fact, it might be my first ever victory here. Don't want to crash into Montoya. You want to get out of the way, mate?
In the pits.
Come on. Out the way, fella. I think Minardi had a lot of nice liveries. Would they be more appreciated if they were a successful team? Or do you think because they were so, I don't know, well known as backmarkers, do you think they have an extra appreciation because of they were backmarkers? Do you think if Minardi were always midfield runners, would they still be appreciated the same way? Maybe not. Do people appreciate Sauber the same way they appreciate Minardi? Don't think so. My most iconic F1 car ever. Probably the McLaren MP44. It's hard to look past that. God. Tiago's out. Ooh, the Prost. Prost from 2001, I think. Such a nice looking car.
Is out. He's blown
The one that had the glossy blue on it. The glossy dark blue. Whichever one that was.
McLaren already in the pits.
I think that the last true back markers
You're running first.
were HRT, Virgin and Lotus or whatever. Or, you know, whatever they were at the time. Caterham, Marussia, Manor. They were the last true back markers in Formula 1. Maybe the last true back markers ever? Based on how they allow teams in now, I don't know if we'll ever see back markers like that anymore. That's okay, Envision. At least you're back now. That's what matters. Oh, boxing this lap. Okay, right. Let me add an extra lap of fuel.
Already in the pits.
Oh, Lotus 49. Yeah, that's very iconic. But surprisingly, it wasn't one that jumped to the forefront of my brain when I was thinking iconic cars. What's the most iconic racing car of all time? Is it a Formula 1 car? I think we've been over this one before in a past stream. Because if Formula 1 is the most popular form of motorsport and has been since the 80s, surely you think it would have the most iconic car. But does it? I'm not sure yet, Envision. Potentially. The 555 Subaru. That's up there. That is up there. We've rejoined so far in the lead. 20 seconds ahead of Fisichella. Let's just get it to the end now. This could be our second victory of the season. It's corner cutting. Nice one, James. GT40. Yeah. Maybe NASCAR because of the Cars movies. We say NASCAR, but what NASCAR, you know? I guess Richard Petty's, whatever car he had, what was it even called? A Firebird or something? A Thunderbird? I don't know what it was called. The one that the King, Strip Weathers, is based off. How do you get the helmet skins customized? You need a program called Mass Explorer that opens up mass files. You open up the mass file of the team helmet you want to change. And then you edit the BMP of the helmets in your favorite editing software. It could be Photoshop, Paint.net, it could be GIMP. And then you edit it and you save it as a 8-bit BMP, I think. Overwrite it, pack it back up with Mass Explorer, and there you go. Job done. Fisichella pit, I think, but the lap before I did. Or the same lap. Airlines, there's plenty of time for the engine to go boom. Or for me to make a mistake. I'll stand by my opinion that the most iconic motorsport livery is Repsol Honda from MotoGP. Lotus 79 and yeah, I can see that. That's the John Player special livery, right?
You're running first. 15 laps to go.
If there was one positive from cigarettes, they made cool car liveries. Without cigarettes, guys, without millions of people dying from lung cancer, we would not have had iconic racing liveries. Red Bull 0506. Probably, I like the Red Bull 2005. I think that livery is nice. It's kind of downhill from there. I've just never been a fan of the Red Bull liveries. And in turn, I've never been a fan of the Toro Rosso. That's even worse than the Red Bull ones. I hate the look of the Toro Rosso liveries. The blend of like the purple and blue. Ugh, disgusting. Who allowed that on a car? Anyway. Then they switched to AlphaTauri and it was boring. Don't know. Just a boring car. Oh yeah, 2017 Toro Rosso, not good. Did they have Brendan Hartley driving for them that year? Hartley and Gasly, I think. Nah, I do not like the 2008 Toro Rosso. Not a fan at all. I do not like it. I just don't like those colours on a car. Or on an F1 car, at least. I like red on a car. I like grey. I like bright colours. Like orange or yellow. Silver can work, I suppose. I don't like the Earth Dreams car. 08 was slightly better than 07. Just a bit of a mess. Oh, the early Renault liveries were very nice. I even liked the 2007, 08 Renault liveries as well. I like those ones. Who was the main sponsor? I forgot. Not Santander. It was a different bank, wasn't it? James only the master of triggering. We all have different opinions. We all have different tastes and likes. I think that's what makes a conversation, really. You have to have different opinions. ING, yeah. I like the ING Renault. Because you don't often see orange, yellow and white on a Formula 1 car. That's pretty cool. And they had a little bit of blue. A little bit of black as well. Now here's another controversial opinion from me. I was never a fan of the Jaguar liveries. I don't really like British racing green on a car. Or green on a car. I don't know. Just not for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't unsubscribe. That's just how I feel. It's not bad. It's like a... When I say I don't like it, I mean it's still like a 6 out of 10. Maybe a 7 out of 10. It's just... It doesn't scream, oh wow, that's nice. For me, a good livery has to mean that... Ooh, what's happened? Somebody's off! How's he lost it there? Williams was off. Let's have a look at what happened there. Reverse British bias. Yeah. Why is there a Williams off the circuit? What is going on? So he was battling with Raikkonen. It was Montoya. He just threw it in there a bit too hard. Ran wide. I'm not allowed to be British anymore. My passport has been revoked. I'll have to find a different country. Is there any country out there willing to take on a new person? A new person. Be a German. Okay.
You're running
I'll
first.
start learning German
11
starting
laps
tonight.
to go.
I'll be James Ehrlichweiner. That's my new name. All I know is Achtung, attention. And whatever Sebastian Vettel says over the team radio. I know a bit of that. That's as far as I've got, guys. I'll start streaming tomorrow and I'll put on the title German only stream. But for now it is still an English only stream. Sorry to break the hearts of many of you. Geki, you actually haven't missed much. We've just been chatting away about car liveries and Abu Dhabi 2021. You know, all the fun stuff.
You're running first. 10 laps remaining.
Ten laps to go. If I was to learn a language, it would make sense for me to learn Spanish because that's the language, apart from English, that I know the most. So if I wanted to just... If I had aspirations of learning a language fluently, I think Spanish would be the easiest choice for me. To start with, at least. So maybe it'll have to be Spanish. Is there any Spanish-speaking people in the chat? I'm not sure, Toffee. Maybe. We'll do one final race update, shall we? Have a look. Me, Fisichella, Trulli. Alonso will be getting 5 points. That means he'll be on 44. Raikkonen will be getting 3. No, we will not take the championship lead, but we could be very close. Sato in the points. Montoya still in the points. Ralph outside it. Villeneuve. Michael only 11th. Button only 12th. Coulthard 13th. And his teammate Webber. Massa, Albers, Friesacker. Montero out. Heidfeld out. Whoever that is. Karthikeyan out. So we've got just over 9 laps to go. To claim a very important victory. It could be very important come the end of this season.
You're running first. 9 laps to go.
9 laps to go. Visit to Formula China. That is the rumour. I was hoping Trulli would be more in the championship fight, seeing how much pace he's got in qualifying. He's just not the same in the race. He's already out of it. The championship fight. He's out of it. Who here drinks coffee? I know, random question. I probably drink 2 coffees a day. Well, I was thinking, addiction is a weird subject to just bring up in a random F1 challenge stream. But the only thing I'm addicted to, that I've ever been addicted to, is coffee.
You're running first. 8 laps remaining.
I wouldn't even call it an addiction, I don't know. A reliance. That's basically the same thing, isn't it? The best driver in F1 history at driving bad cars. suppose that's a good thing to be known for. Can is to the toilets bitter? That's the question that's on everybody's lips. Oh yeah, we are, Parrots, we are winning. By 25 seconds ahead of Fisichella. It's been a good race. A nice straightforward race. No pressure, no real jeopardy. Damien, nice to see you. Is there a battle for P2 brewing? Could it be a Toyota 1-2? The Toyota 1-2 on the cards at Renault's home Grand Prix.
7 laps to go.
We all know my race line before the race. There's only one more thing to do, then that's go racing. You know. And usually at the start of the race I say 3 lights, 4 lights and 5, the so-and-so Grand Prix is underway. We've already done update Parrot just a couple laps ago. But I do usually say the same thing on the final lap every race. I always say, and out of the final corner for the final time. That's sort of my line for the end of the race. It could be out of the corner, through the corner, entering the final corner, exiting the final corner for the final time. And across the line. Raikkonen. So I'm leading. Fisichella second. Trulli third. I don't know who's fourth. Barrichello, I think. Then Alonso. No, maybe Alonso's fourth. Barrichello fifth. Raikkonen sixth.
6 laps remaining.
I think Montoya was in 8th place. The 2023 North Korean Grand Prix is next. Is that smoke? No, no smoke. After the race, I'll drive full speed into that wall there. We'll just see where we end up. At some point, I think I'll definitely get a proper green screen. Because I want to make really cool environments that I can just put myself into. Basically, I've just been watching Dr. Disrespect streams and they're very inspiring. What he does with green screen. So I'm taking inspiration.
You're running first. 5 laps to go.
Don't think I'll be touching NR 2003 for a while, Ben. I have it installed in my computer still. Don't have any interest in that. Five laps to go. I love it. Play it. Well, if you say so. Yes, I was preserved in ice after dying at the European Grand Prix. It was either me or Walt Disney, and they thought, who cares about Walt Disney? Let's just save James early. There's only space for one in the freezer. I do not, David. No, I don't really watch any F1 YouTubers. The only ones I watch are my friends. So I watch Matt212's videos because... why not? He's my friend. I don't really watch anybody specific.
You're running first.
Lately, I've been watching...
4 laps remaining.
I've forgotten his name. This guy who just eats food and speaks about the food. And it makes me really hungry watching it. That's a personal favourite of mine, Ben. The titles for a stream. Jeff Gordon only knows my name because he laps me 6 times a race. Opinion on women in Formula 1. If there's a woman good enough for Formula 1, then they deserve to be in Formula 1. If anybody's good enough, they deserve to be there. Not Matt Stoney, no. There's some guy who grew up in America, lives in Korea. Don't know his name. He's got a really deep voice. Can't remember what his name is. Three laps to go. He is not fat, no.
3 laps to go.
He's just some guy who
You've just set the
visits, like,
fastest lap of the race.
countries for 3 weeks or 4 weeks at a time and then just eats all their national dishes and what people recommend in the comments, and then he talks about them and reviews them. Why am I not on Twitch? Well, I would just mix it up today, John. TikToker has frozen themselves for 100 years. What a brilliant idea. You miss Valerio shouting the drivers' names. Michael Schumacher is now in pole position. Box now. I'll give that one a miss, Owen. I'm going to stay out. I know, risky decision, but let's see if it pays
2
off.
laps remaining.
Two laps. It's lap 69, guys. As TL has pointed out. Box for hards. I don't even know if I can switch to the hards. Box for wet, so it's getting worse. Box for monsoon next, maybe. Box for no tyres. Just take the tyres off and send me back out on track. I'll be like a derailed train. Where am I going? Where am I going? Stay on the circuit, mate. Okay, 1 lap to go. Firstly, Hassan, why do you have a big dead zone?
In the pits. You're running first.
There's not much you can really do with
You're on
that.
the final lap. Don't stop now. McLaren are ready in the pits.
McLaren are ready in the pits. Wait, what? Fisichella's pitting. Fisichella's going to throw away a 2nd place. So Trulli will go through. Alonso will go through as well. Fisichella will finish 4th. Huh? What's he doing that for? Wait, Trulli's pitting. He's going to run out of fuel. Is Alonso going to pit? Maybe. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. Well, that makes my win look even more dominant, I suppose. Maybe they underfueled the cars, yeah. No, it doesn't seem like Renault are going to pit, so Alonso will finish 2nd, I think. Yep, Alonso's gone into 2nd. Okay, Raikkonen and Trulli throwing away good results. Is Alonso going to try and pit on this final lap? I mean, he'll cross the line before pitting. There we go, guys. Final 2 corners. And through the final corner for the final time, early across the line to win. Utter domination by the Toyota driver, the 2002 world champion, making his mark on this championship challenge. Wins his 2nd race of the season. Almost gets wiped out by Barrichello. Lovely. So who's going to get 2nd place? I would like to know. Let me just check. Alonso. Then Raikkonen, then Trulli. Okay. Right, let's go and crash into the wall. At full speed. Down this back straight. Okay, can we put it into this? Well, that's good.
Alonso has finished in 2nd position.
Whoa!
Has finished 3rd.
Do little spins in the air. Don't mind if I do.
Has finished in 4th position.
And Early's dead again. He lived a good life. But it's all over. Early wins, early dies. It's the usual, really, isn't it? Good race, though.
Raikkonen has finished 5th.
Raikkonen 5th. Wow. Will I be in the next race? Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
After
I'll
that
turn up.
Fantastic French Grand Prix. Let's take a look at the final results. The Toyota driver first.
Early wins.
Alonso 2nd.
Alonso 2nd in the end.
Giancarlo Fisichella.
Fisichella really bottling it big time.
Kimi Raikkonen 5th.
Did it just say Trulli and
Rubens
didn't say
Barrichello,
4th?
6th.
Ah. Oh, Ben, you crashed. Oh, dear. Is this in your Rubens Barrichello season, I assume? Takuma Sato gets a point. You want to go to the press... Fine, we'll go to the press conference. I'll answer a bunch of questions, and then we're off. 3 retirements. Montero, Heidfeld, Karthikeyan. I know, I got the fastest lap, which is my first fastest lap since last season sometime. A 1:15.649. Nice. I think I got the fastest. Let's just check. Oh, yeah, big time. 1:15.649, fastest lap. Love it. Rugby World Cup. I'm not interested in rugby. I've not been watching any of it. Not at all. We'll turn it over to the floor. Press conference. What Trulli, mate, you lost your chance at a podium. Montoya, I don't know why he's there. Anybody questions anybody? How does it feel to no longer bottle a win? It feels good. I mean, bottling is in the DNA, really. But to overcome it is a great feeling. I'm happy to be standing, or sitting here, should I say. Everybody in the press conference laughs because it was a very funny slip of the tongue. Sitting. I'm sitting, not standing. Yeah, it's great to be sitting here as the victor. Why didn't I box in the last lap like my competitors? Because my side of the garage is actually competent and knows what they're doing. Who is currently the GOAT in F1 history beside me? Oh, guys, I wouldn't consider myself the GOAT. Not yet, at least. But seriously, the GOAT would have to be Jim Clark. Do I feel Toyota can win the Constructors, or is it a little too late with Trulli's misfortune? If Jarno Trulli gets his act together, then maybe we could stand a chance, but we really need both cars performing. Yeah. Is it true I bet on midget fights? Can somebody get this guy out of here? He's asking silly questions. Get him out. Yeah, just take him out. I don't care. Just go. Yeah. Right, go. Could early dominance bore fans? I don't care about fans. I'm here to win. If they don't like me, who cares? We'll just go to a circuit that pays a lot of money for Formula 1 to race there. You know? We'll just take the check. How will I explain my crash post-victory to the team? There's a clause in my contract that if I win, but the car is not damaged, I have to pay my own wages. So if I write the car off, it's fine. Why did I punch a taxi driver? How do you know about that? Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah. You can, yeah, join the other guy. Go. Go. Thank you. Why didn't the drink work? I don't know. I am severely dehydrated right now. In fact, Toyota didn't let me drink any drink the whole weekend. I've gone 3 days without water. I'm severely dehydrated. I don't even know if I exist. I might not be a real person. Are the rumours true that I'm going to be replaced by Tarso Marquez? Get him out. Get him out. Go. How did these people get given press passes? Just get him out of the room. Yeah. Go away. Should drivers be allowed to have a single beer before the race? Definitely. What do I think of my trademark? I think that if anybody speaks about my trademark, they're in violation of some sort of trademark law. Yeah, that's it. End of press conference. End of press conference. We're going now. Thanks for joining me at the press conference. That's also the end of the stream, guys. We need some background noise for the press conference. I'll find some like background chatter to go in the background, like just people talking. Not music though. As Juan wandered, yeah. Obviously got that question for my boy Juan Pablo over here. How you doing, mate? Why do you never smile? What's wrong with you? I don't know why he does that. Just smile for once. It's not going to hurt you. Is it true I'm moving to Germany? Yep, already bought a house there. Bought a house in Switzerland and Monaco, actually. Okay, I'm going, guys. Bye. See you tomorrow, maybe. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow, yeah. See ya. Are the rumours surrounding me and Taylor Swift true? It's 2005. Taylor Swift's 4 years old. Bye.